Yeah. So these are all certain points with respect to audiovisual, mine, BD and cigar industries, and building and other construction workers. I have combined it, and no person shall be engaged as an audiovisual worker without an agreement, and such agreement shall be registered. Again, with the producer, audiovisual. When we say audiovisual workers, it is related to cine workers, right? So that individual worker should have an agreement with the producer, and that agreement shall also be registered, right? That is made a mandate, and persons who are less than 18 years of age, they are not supposed to be engaged in a mine, right? But in case of apprentices, if they have completed 16 years of age, they can be engaged, provided one senior person, experienced person, is always available by his side. And BD and cigar industries, yes, license is required for the industrial premises, and also for the person who is carrying out the industry, BD and cigar industry. And I think because of the nature of the work in that type of establishment, the employer may use the adjacent place, the outside the premises. They may use it for, I'm not very sure, for drying tobacco or something like that. They'll be using it. Then for that also specific permission is to be obtained by the employer. And in case if a person is found deaf, or that person has a defective vision, or he has a tendency to giddiness, that person is not supposed to be engaged, to be utilized for the purpose of building and other construction, right? So in case of deaf, in case of blind, or if a person has the tendency to giddiness, they are not to be engaged for the work which is building and other construction. And certain common points with respect to occupational safety. When we say occupational safety, we all know current 13 legislations are subsumed into one code called Occupational Safety Code. So these are all certain common points. Again, appointment order made mandate. We discussed on this. So we may have to bring it as part of the recruitment process now. So, if the persons are directly employed by the employer, yes, appointment order is necessary. And what are all the clauses which are to be essentially mentioned there? It is mentioned in the rules. So we may have to add that, right? Apart from that, we may have to add any other clause. That is fine, right? We cannot leave out any clause which is mentioned in the code. That is to be ensured. With respect to contract workers, yes, the contractor has to issue the appointment order. And the third party audit and certification, it is more for information, right? So if you are a startup, then I think you may have to seek the support of this expert panel. This will be other than the government body, right? So who are the experts on this subject? They will be available. The panel will be made available. So you may have to utilize their services to do the audit of your establishment. Again, this is for development purpose only, based on the report. I think the report will be submitted to the establishment as well as the inspectors having jurisdiction over that establishment, right? Then if there are any significant point, that will be passed on to the government for making changes in the provisions, in the rules, or in the code act. That is the idea. Again, single registration, as I said, there are 13 legislations encompassed in the occupational safety code. Out of the 13 legislations, we have to do 6 separate registrations. Say for example, Factories Act. Under Factories Act, we have to do registration. Under Interstate Migrant Workers Act, we have to do a registration. Under Contract Labor Act, we have to do one registration. Under Mines Act, we have to do one registration. So likewise, 6 registrations we have to do. Now, instead of 6, it is sufficient if we do just one single registration, common registration, right? Again, kind of simplification. And daily hours, weekly hours, and other working conditions shall be fixed by the appropriate government. But of course, the daily hours alone, it is fixed as 8 by the central government. So it cannot exceed by the appropriate governments also. See, weekly hours, rest interval, half an hour, it should be given, and spread over, which means it is the working hours as well as the rest interval put together. It can go up to 12 hours in a day. Currently, you must be aware that it is 10.5 hours. It cannot go beyond that, right? But with exception, it can go beyond, go up to 12 hours. But now straight away it can go up to 12 hours, right? With the exception, it can be more also. And with respect to entitlement of leave to the worker working in a factory, if the worker works for 240 days in a continuous period of 12 months, then the worker will become entitled for leave to be availed in the subsequent year. at the rate of 1 day for every 20 days of work performed in the first 12 months, right? But instead of 240 days, it is getting reduced to 180 days. So again, we may have to rework the leave eligibility of the workers once the codes are implemented. So we will be definitely maintaining the leave register under the Factories Act if we are running a factory. So there we may have to rework whether it is to be done proportionately, that is for the first 3 months based on 240 days and for the next 9 months based on 180 days. I think those guidelines we may have to get. And a common license for factory, contract labor, and BD and cigar establishment, and valid for 5 years. So again, we are taking license under Factories Act, taking license for the contractor under Contract Labor Act, and we are taking license under BD and cigar establishment. Now it is combined, and this is also valid for 5 years, right? But one point here is again, when we say factory and BD and cigar establishment, it is for the employer, but the license under the Contract Labor Act, it is for the contractor. I am not very sure why that is also combined here, but again, the procedure should clarify that. And exclusive facilities for transgender. Currently, we all know again, we will be providing separate amenities to women workers, right? Now, separate for men, separate for women, and separate for transgender. So we should be aware that we may have to provide these amenities separately for transgender if we are engaging, right? So which means again the cost for that will definitely go up, but that will be a kind of one-time cost. And health examination, I think medical checkup is to be done for the persons who are working in factories, mines, docks, and building and other construction work, right? So whoever has completed 45 years of age, they are to be tested medically, and it should be done every year, and it should be done again within 120 days after the beginning of the calendar year, which means from January 1st till roughly April 30th, right? So 4 months. Within that, it is to be completed every year. So this can be purely, it is at the cost of the employer for all those workers who have completed 45 years of age. And again, this is a common point. This is with respect to penalty. As I said, yes, it is going up like anything. I think you can see from 10,000, it is going to 1 lakh, right? Something like that. I think there are several sections, 21 sections covering from section 94 to 114.